This video is problem number 3 on De Moivre's theorem. Hello friends. So now we are going to start with the next problem on the successive differentiation, which we will solve with the help of the concept of De Moivre's theorem from the complex number. So here y is given as cos raised to 9x, and we have to expand it first in cosines of multiples of x, and then we have to find out the nth derivative, that is yn. Now guys, how to expand this y equal to cos raised to 9x or cos raised to 9x term? So there are two ways. One is we'll use the trigonometry, so we'll divide this cos raised to 9x term in the parts like cos cube x into cos cube x, and then we can apply the trigonometric formulae, and then we'll multiply with each other, then we'll apply the defactorization formula to get the answer. So this is one of the way. And the second way is we can use the De Moivre's theorem to get the answer. So guys, I'm going to use the method of De Moivre's theorem to get the answer. So let's see, because I think most of the students know how to reduce this cos raised to 9x term with the help of the trigonometry, because everybody knows the trigonometry formula. So here I'll be showing you the De Moivre's method to reduce this cos raised to 9x term in the cosines of multiples of x. So let's start. So guys, for that we'll do few assumptions. So let's say let the x equal to cos theta plus I sin theta. Now guys, if I ask you what is x raised to n, then by De Moivre's theorem, here we'll say this is also raised to n, and by De Moivre's theorem that will become cos of n theta plus I sin n theta. So we have learned this concept in complex number. So if you have not revised it, then I will request you to go back and just revise this concept and come back here. So this is the value of x raised to n. Now guys, since I have assumed x as cos theta plus I sin theta, if we take the reciprocal, that is 1 upon x, then that is cos theta minus I sin theta. So similarly, if I ask you what is the value of 1 upon x raised to n, then again by De Moivre's theorem, the answer is cos of n theta minus I sin n theta. Now guys, we want value of cos raised to 9x. It means we have a cos term. So if I add this x with 1 upon x, then we'll add this cos theta plus I sin theta with cos theta minus I sin theta, and I sin theta will be cancelled since it is opposite in sign, and we will get 2 cos theta. It means we will get a cos term. So here I'll say therefore x plus 1 upon x is equal to 2 cos theta. Similarly, x raised to n plus 1 upon x raised to n is 2 cos n theta. And guys, we are going to use this formula to get the answer. Now since I want the value of cos raised to 9x, what we'll do here is we will take power 9 on both sides. So therefore here I'll say 2 raised to 9 cos raised to 9 theta equal to x plus 1 upon x raised to 9. So guys, purposely I'm keeping it as theta, and in the end I will convert it to x. So let's start. So now guys, to expand this we have to use the binomial theorem. So by binomial theorem, here we will get x raised to 9 as a first term plus 9c1, which is 9, then x raised to 8, so we will reduce the power of first term and will increase the power of the second term, that is 1 upon x, plus 9c2. So guys, you can check these values on the calci as well. So it is 36. Then we'll reduce the power of first term, that is x raised to 7. We'll increase the power of second term, that is 1 upon x square, plus 9c3. So that is nothing but 84. X raised to 6, 1 upon x cube, plus 9c4, which is 126. Then x raised to 5, I am reducing the power, and that is 1 upon x raised to 4. Then 9c5, which is again same by the property of NCR is equal to NCn minus R. So x raised to 4 into 1 upon x raised to 5 plus n 9c6, which is 84, x cube 1 upon x raised to 6 plus 9c7, which is 36, x square 1 upon x raised to 7. Then 9c8, that is 9, x 1 upon x raised to 8 plus 9c9, which is 1, and we will get last term, that is 1 upon x raised to 9. Now guys, we'll take similar power terms together. So here it is equal to, so 2 raised to 9 cos raised to 9 theta equal to, so x raised to 9 plus 1 upon x raised to 9. You can observe that these are the power 9 terms. Then this will become 9x raised to 7, and this is 9 upon x raised to 7. So I can take 9 common and we'll get x raised to 7 plus 1 upon x raised to 7. Next, this is 36 x raised to 5, and this is 36 1 upon, or 36 upon x raised to 5. So I can take 36 common. Next, 84 x cube, this is 84 upon x cube, and in the end here we have 126 x, and here we have 126 upon x. So now guys, to find out the value of these terms, we will use the formula which we have derived on the last page. So x raised to n plus 1 upon x raised to n is 2 cos n theta. So by this formula here we will get 2 cos 9 theta, 2 cos 7 theta, 2 cos 5 theta, 2 cos 3 theta, and 2 cos theta. So we'll replace it by those terms. So we'll take this 2 raised to 9 on the right hand side, and we know that the value of 2 raised to 9 is 512. So we will get cos raised to 9 theta equal to 1 upon 512 in bracket 2 cos 9 theta plus, here we already have 9, so that will become 9 into 2 cos 7 theta, then 36 2 cos 5 theta So here we can take 2 common from all the terms, and by cancelling it with 512 we will get 1 upon 256. So here guys we'll get cos of 9 theta plus 9 cos of 7 theta plus 36 cos of 5 theta plus 84 cos of 3 theta plus 126 cos of theta. So guys, if you observe the answer now, all terms are cos term. So our question was to expand this in cosines of multiples of x, and we got all the cosine terms. And now guys, we have to find out the nth derivative. So let's find out the nth derivative of each and every term. So here the nth derivative, so guys, if you want, then you can again reconvert these terms from theta to x, because your question is in terms of x. So now this cos raised to 9x is our y. So n derivative is given by now the nth derivative of cos of 9x is, similarly I will write down the n derivative for the remaining 4 terms. So 9, 36, 84 and 126 will remain as it is. So we'll get So guys, this is the nth derivative of given function y, which is cos raised to 9x. Thank you very much.